Hello again, everyone. It's Jerry, Old Guy Review. I'm going to let you look at the wall in a minute. For any of you diehards, if you can name at least two different things to this wall, I will give you a big shiny thumbs up. Welcome again, 5 March 2021. Let It Fly on Fridays. Brought to you this week by Pezzapoo Hobby Shiz for calling me out on some doodads. And we have a visitor again. She's used to me talking to her during the day and doesn't know the difference between the YouTube and me. I don't want your squeak. I don't want that squeak. It's gross. Okay, go get your brother. Go get your brother. He wants something. You can't give kisses with a thing in your mouth. You can't. You can give me head hugs. Ow, you're scratching my neck. Get out. Right now. Get on the floor. Good girl. Sorry again. Pezzapoo Hobby Shiz has called me out on my interpretation of doodads. Because now that I have a TRX4 Sport, I believe that's the pure version. Well, check. Put me in my place. Doodads can be any add-on. So my Gladiator's full of doodads. My TRX4 Sport full of doodads. Don't worry, that video will come out this weekend. Let's see, if I put new tires on a vehicle, that's a doodad. So consider me checked. Pezzapoo Hobby Shiz. Still, love that name. Now I want to start off with product support. Who out there, let me know in the comments your favorite business because of their product support, knowledgeable customer service, or technical support. I bring this up because I called Traxxas this week because I had an issue with the TRX4 Sport lift kit wasn't made for that gear ratio with the included pinion. Not only did Steve over at Traxxas explain it all to me, which I'll explain that in the next video on the Sport, but knowledge of the product, comparisons about the different products. I even threw out some complaints with the Traxxas Slash low center gravity vehicle as being the worst Traxxas they've ever made. Just everything I talked about with the Traxxas product, he knew, and he had an answer. And Steve, I know you don't watch my channel, or I'm pretty sure you don't, but thank you. That is the kind of company I want to do business with. I've called Traxxas a few times in the years, always gotten a live person, always gotten my answers. If something was broken, they sent it right out to me in the mail. Excellent. So moving on from that, see that? Some people in the comment sections from a video ago, not so much an Axio lover. So I've got an update on the Cross FC6 that is not released yet. Well, I thought that was going to be a great alternative to some of their more expensive vehicles. Well, I found a German site that is offering it for pre-order, the only site I found, and it is 859.99 euros, which in American money means $1,024.98. So another Cross kit, not going to be less than $1,000. So those of you who've been watching for it, waiting for it, there it is. Expensive for an unknown kit, but Cross does make excellent military vehicles. So, moving on from that, it's going to be a little different today. That's about all I had for news. So, instead of just bitching and moaning, I'm going to do some verbal updates. The first is going to be, thanks everybody. The Versus Challenge preliminaries are done. We've got the Blazer, the Sendero, the TRX4 Land Rover, Gladiator, Beast 2, and the UMG 6. So, you guys have given me a lot of ideas from the last time, and I'm going with the best one, in my opinion, for more interaction. So, we're going to I'm going to do this weekend. I'll make a little video so you guys know I'm not bull jiving you. So I'm going to take the 6 trucks. We're going to put their names on a piece of paper. I'm going to put it in a little bowl. We'll mix it up. And I'm going to pull all 6 vehicles to see who their competition will be. Out of the first 2 challenges, since we're only going to have the 6 trucks, the 6 trucks go against each other. Then we're down to 3. So when we get to 3, here's the interaction. We're going to run the first 2 competitions. And then who goes up against the third is going to be, we're going to take the 2 losers from the first 2 heats, let you guys vote on who you think was the best of those losers. So when we go to the second round of only the 3 trucks, we'll in effect have 4 trucks again. So then that way it'll go to the final 2. So more interaction. You guys get to make the decision again, just like picking the trucks and just like breaking ties. So we'll do that. So that'll be 3 more before, it'll be 3 more videos before we have to worry about that. So those won't start until probably next week. Now it's not as an elaborate track setup now that we're going to the 20 and the 30 degree inclines. It's going to be tougher on the trucks, but that is the challenge update. Now, updates on the trucks. Here is some of my issues. Going back to doodads. So, the first truck on the update list was the Element Enduro Sendero. I've got stuff for it. I've had stuff for it, but I've been hesitant to put it on because it still has the Versus Challenge to go. Now this is some more Club 5 racing stuff, so when I make the video, that's a lot pricier for the Element than it was for the Gladiator, but there's some 3D printed parts in there on top of some metal parts. They make some nice stuff. So let me know in the comments, should I continue on with my project or should I hold off until it's run the second, or I should say the beginning of the semifinals. See, the Gladiator, I've got a couple things for that I've gotten from the get-go, but there's one of them. I got me a 5-channel radio. Yeah, correct. They're relatively cheap, these Spectrums. This is the DX5C. It's supposed to be a pretty decent little radio. 5 channels. I'll be able to put my switches on actual switches, not just hold the dig down. And I've got a couple of micro servos. One is a spare and one to do the 2-speed transmission. Now, I don't feel that a radio upgrade is any kind of a performance upgrade, and it's only the 2-speed, so I'm just dragging my feet on that one because that's a fancy electronical doodad radio. So boom, here is the SCX-10-2 builder's kit that I just put tires on it so I don't lose anything while I'm playing with it. This is the basis for a mud truck. I have gotten my list together and shot off an order on a couple of parts to get that going. So that truck, we'll see. I'm not in a big hurry because I don't have any mud to test it in when I'm done. But I still need to choose a power plant and electronics for it. No, I think I've got a radio for it. And I've got a new servo for the bigger tires that's been hanging on the shelf. So I kind of want to go with brushless because I want it to be impressive in the mud. And I'm looking at like a 3100 kV kind of motor, but wow, they're expensive. Now, the Axial Blazer ran the competition dominating with different tires on it. I put these Traxxas tires on it for looks right now, but I have been looking at some ways to modify these tires, and I've got where I just have to cut out some spacing in the center and do some siping. Now, there was some complaints about the TRX-6. Now, that's a lot longer of a truck, and one of the biggest problems I saw, and I've noticed on that truck, was the lack of side bite. So this little modification, supposedly, once I take all these extra divs out of the center, it's gonna give it better side bite, and then that truck should perform better. But that was what I was noticing, and I watched videos where they show this. The center section has no bite, and once the truck slips, it just keeps going. And that's what the TRX-6 was having a problem with. And even the slightly less long Land Rover TRX-4, if you took the line the wrong way and it had any kind of go to the side, it would slip. So that is it with the tires. I've been practicing. I haven't cut a tire since my Tamiya days. And that brings us to the TRX-4 Sport with the lift kit, 2.2s. I got the video. I just have to upload it. I do have a warning. If you don't like dogs, my 3 primaries, my 2 girls and my younger boy, the troublesome threesome, as we like to call them here at the house, this doesn't affect the new truck to them, even though they've been boinking around with their nose in the shop when I've driven it on the floor. When they have a new truck, they hover. And I didn't in the video check the top speed on it because top speed makes them crazy. So it's a summary of the rest of the build and a quick little run. So let's get to the small channels for the week. And I've only got the one. Tim Clark, a relatively new subscriber. We chatted a little bit and I went over to his channel. He makes RC videos, trucks running, trucks doing things. They're pretty short, so you guys can get over there, check it all out. I'm gonna put the link down at the bottom. And that's it for the small channels this week. Just remember, everyone, anyone watching, if you have a small channel, let me know about it and I'll go check it out. And if I enjoy it, it's gonna get in the video. So this week's shout outs. The Proponent, what the hell did I write that? The Proponix? The Proponix? Stop by. Sorry, buddy. AZ Bitcher. Tezo Japan TV. Matt Brocard. Scott Ablander. And Alex Austin. Thank you guys for stopping by, chatting it up. Let's see. Scott and I were having an excellent conversation about the business of RC companies. No topic is taboo in the comments. Alex had some technical questions about the last Versus Challenge. And everyone else was basically just having a good time in the comments. So once again, thank you everybody. All my viewers, all my subscribers. Like and subscribe if you're not. And if you don't like my video or you thumbs down it, let me know. Just don't hit the thumbs down and take off. You know, I'm trying to make a channel that we all like and enjoy to be here. And if even one of you is not happy, let me know. So, one more shot at the back wall as I exit. Thank you, everyone. See you next time.